DJ Mike C on the track.
Cause that be natural. Lady D looking tacky. I keep my game tacky. Yo, yeah, I'm so nappy. Cause that be natural. The infamous looking tacky. Cause I keep my game tacky. I'm so pretty, I'm so faboo, I'm so natural. It's like it's a taboo. I'm so filthy, got the tattoo. Fucking these bitches like I own ragu. On my business with my platoon. Getting these minutes like I'm a typhoon. Y'all is jersey on that cartoon. And I'm sitting on top of these buffoons. I'm so natural, I'm so nappy. All these dudes that wanna get at me, I'm so cultured and I'm happy. Jealous switches wanna come back me. Cause I'm comfortable in my skin. End of the day, you lose, I win. I'm so comfortable in my ends. Don't care if I make or lose a few friends.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Afros and Baby Hairs. And today for our Let's Do Lunch Mukbang number 52, I'm eating a plant-based turkey sandwich, some chips, and some pasta salad. For the drink, I have some store brand or supermarket brand white grape juice. So yeah guys, if y'all want to join me for lunch today, then please keep on watching. I was saying I am eating a plant-based turkey sandwich with some pasta salad, and I have some sour cream and onion chips. I'm gonna go ahead and offer this up. So yeah guys, if y'all got some food, pull up and eat with me. I'm gonna go ahead and dig in. I'm hungry. I wanted to go ahead and drop a video because we did MIA again. Just it be like that sometimes. So how have you guys been doing? How was your weekend? How's your week been going so far? Mine's been pretty good. Staying busy. I've been hearing so much stuff in the media. I've been wanting to go live and do my commentary on the chilling chat. So one of those may be coming soon because there's just so much going on and it's just piling up. All this information, all this new tea. And I know last night, I think, I was watching this whole situation with this preacher getting robbed and people trying to say that it's a fraud or it was staged. And people were trying to talk about how his church looked because the pastor is really flashy. You can tell that he's wealthy, but his church was like really, really rickety. And they're in New York, so maybe he chose that location and that look to try to keep people from robbing it. You never know what, why people do what they do. But I don't know. And his background came up and there was a lot of shady stuff. But that doesn't mean that people can't change. And that doesn't, mean that, he deserved to be robbed at gunpoint. Like, I know karma is real. So, I don't know, y'all. It was just interesting, but He went off on a couple people online. Because he felt like they were making fun of his situation. But he went off. And he was saying that the robbers put a gun to his little girl's head. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, this gotta be a pretty big size child. Come to find out, it was an 8-month-old baby. So I'm like rethinking everything. Like, I don't think that man would have plotted for someone to do that. But people are speculating on whether he was even telling the truth about that, because the footage that they have from the incident, it's like the camera shifted. Once the robbers came in, the camera shifted to this guy sitting in the back corner. And you really couldn't see what was actually going on. But throughout the whole video, you don't see any children. You don't hear a lot. It's not a lot going on. But he did say that he was doing a live stream church service. So I don't think it was that many people in the building to begin with. I think most of the viewers were viewing from home or wherever. So I don't know. People are saying it's an insurance scheme. But I don't know. I can't really say because I don't even know the dude. And I was robbed before when I was working in a convenience store on the 3rd shift. And looking back at the footage, they were trying to say I had something to do with it. I knew the guy and all of this, but what really happened, like a couple of nights before the robbery actually happened, the dude had come in the store. So me, I'm being friendly. We talking back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple nights later, he came in and robbed everything. Now, hindsight, he could have just came in a couple of nights prior because he was, you know, staking out the place, trying to see how I operated. Mind you, I'm the only one working in the store. I think back then, it was only 2 people at the store until a certain time. And then the other person left. So I'd say maybe around 11, the other person would leave. So that's from my personal experience. And I was pissed because they just assumed because I was melanated, he was melanated. They saw us talking to each other on a previous visit that he made to the store. And they just assumed I knew him. I was a part of it. I wasn't running behind him. I mean, they said some crazy stuff like, I'm not running behind nobody. This ain't my store. It ain't my money. This ain't my merchandise. And this $10 y'all paying me an hour or however much it was, it's not worth me losing my life over. I don't love this job that much. But it pissed me off because they actually thought I had something to do with it. And I was too calm. And the funny part was when he came in to rob me, I was actually talking to my husband. Oh. Yeah. I was actually on the phone with my husband. So he heard everything. So later, like maybe a day or so later, they came and apologized. But then I just quit working there. Like, I just didn't appreciate that. So, you know, with that being said, I can't say whether the dude was scamming or trying to commit fraud or anything like that. I can't say, because you can't go off of how somebody is reacting or how things went down. So, but anyway, the robbers only took stuff from the preacher and his wife. I think the robbers took their money. It was 3 of them. They had on masks, all black, had guns. I just think TV got people mind warped. You know what I'm saying? Now, personally, just seeing the video, I do think the robbers was moving kind of slow. But they could have been familiar with the area. They probably knew the cops weren't going to show up too fast. I just feel like they moved kind of slow, because even when I got robbed, that dude was kind of moving fast, especially after he got the money. And I witnessed like straight up robberies in Cali and in Jackson, Mississippi. So they be moving kind of fast. But as far as people, how people respond, like TV got people messed up. Usually, if you're not giving the robbers a reason to duct tape anybody or try to kidnap anybody or try to murk anybody, then they not finna be on that. And also, didn't Ice Cube do a movie a while back where they were attempting to rob a church? So they let you know it's not that uncommon. And personally, and this is just me, I believe sometimes the whole church administrative committee is robbing the church anyway. Another example. I went to this church for years. Even when I moved away, when I would come back to town, I would still visit that church. But I remember that preacher would get in front of that church every Sunday and say he's collecting money for the building fund. People need to give like 20 and up. I mean, literally, people were giving thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because they were supposed to be remodeling the whole church. It was supposed to look like this mega church. He had the blueprint, everything posted up so we could see it when we went in the communion hall and all of that. And he, excuse me, he did this for years. And I just knew one time when I came back in town, I was like, I know they got the church now. I know they didn't remodel it. It's looking good. To this day, the church still look the same. And I just couldn't do it no more. Like, where did all the money go? Because y'all never did anything to the church. In fact, the church looked way worse than it did years ago. So I feel like, to some degree, it's a little inside robbery going on. And now that I'm grown, and I've taken the time to deep dive a lot of things, and I know exactly where that tithe money is going. Yeah, robbery. Yeah, guys, that's one thing. And to see preachers online coming at each other's necks, saying some of the most derogatory things about each other, that in itself lets you know what's going down. In the church house. That movie Greenleaf exposed a lot as far as what goes on in these mega churches. But the the three preachers, because the lady was a preacher too, they got online behind this incident about this preacher getting robbed. The preacher that got robbed pretty much got upset because these other two preachers were online, making light of some of the things that went on in that video. So the preacher that got robbed really didn't like that, and it was just a whole spectacle behind that situation. But I feel as, so-called people of the cloth, they should have handled that behind the scenes. Just saying, you don't see the Pope out in public arguing with nobody. But anyway, y'all, this is one of the things that I heard about. But other things going on that I will have to get on my chill and chat lives to discuss. However, I've been kind of hesitant with that because it seems like every time I post something, it's blocking people. You're saying it's too sensitive, it's this, that, and the other. So I'm like, I don't want to do it if I can't express myself the way that I want to express myself. But I've decided, like, I'm just gonna keep going until they, you know, knock me off this rodeo. Cause like I said, I have a voice. I should be able to use it. I should be able to have an opinion. People shouldn't be that controlling on platforms. It's taking away people's right of press, people's right to free speech, people's right to self-express, people's right to congregate, even though it's virtual. But those are all rights. So yeah. I'm getting full and I don't want to hold y'all too long. Upon making, especially this pasta salad, I was eating it as I was prepping it, so kind of getting full. So yeah, guys, make sure y'all follow us on our other platforms. Connect with us over there. We have all of our different platforms that we have listed below in the description box. It will be on the screen as well. Those of you who trying to catch it on the screen, make sure you hit the pause button and then jot down our platforms. Shout out to our Facebook. We have, I think, 5,000 followers over there on our profile. We made it to like 300 on our page. So make sure that y'all follow us over there. Yeah, make sure y'all stop by our Shopify store. This is one of the hoodies with yours truly on there. We have some leggings, and I'm going to design some slides to go with this hoodie. So yeah, go over there and check out some of our merchandise, see what you like. So yeah, I do want to thank you all for stopping by and having lunch with me today. I really appreciate your time and energy. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next mukbang. Peace and love, and as always, be blissful.
DJ Mike C on the track.
Cause that be natural. Lady D. Ain't looking tacky. I keep my game tactful. Yo, yeah, I'm so nappy. Cause that be natural. The infamous. Ain't looking tacky. Cause I keep my game tactful. I'm so pretty, I'm so fat, boo. I'm so natural, it's like it's a taboo. I'm so filthy, got the tattoo. Fucking these bitches like I own ragu. On my business with my platoon. Getting these minutes like I'm a typhoon. Y'all is cheering on that cartoon. And I'm sitting on top of these buffaloes. I'm so nappy, I'm so nappy. All these dudes that wanna get at me, I'm so cultured and I'm happy. Just what you wanna combat me, cause I'm comfortable in my skin. End of the day, you lose, I win. I'm so profitable in my ends. Don't care if I make or lose a few friends. And I look like $1 trillion. Lady, he won a lotto, cause in the Lord I trust. And beauty is the motto. Naturally thick in the butt, I'm Billy Blanks on the Tabo. Edges a little rough, just pretend I'm from Morocco. Or get all up in my hair, cause I let my locks grow naturally. My curls popping everywhere, I'm maximizing on this natural thing. Like it or not, I don't care. You clowns ain't about to worry me, cause I does this for myself. And I'm repping for my ancestry. Yeah. cause that be natural. Ain't